Just 1 week from today, voters in Iowa will hit the polls for the first stop in the 2024 Republican presidential race. And former President Donald Trump still holds a commanding lead there. Ed O'Keefe is in Des Moines, following the candidates as they make their final appeals ahead of the caucuses. Ed, good morning.
Good morning, Anne Marie. Donald Trump is set to spend most of this week in courthouses far away from the Hawkeye state, so his GOP opponents are trying to slice into his lead a little bit. Remember, he didn't win here in Iowa back in 2016, but based on what we saw over the weekend, the former president now appears to have built an operation designed to win.
1 week to go, and Republican contenders were on the trail in Iowa this weekend. Former President Donald Trump downplaying the January 6th attack on the Capitol 3 years ago and reiterating his plan to pardon those who participated.
Some people call them prisoners. I call them hostages. Release the J6 hostages, Joe.
But President Biden has no plans to do that.
Trump's mob wasn't a peaceful protest. It was a violent assault. They were insurrectionists, not patriots.
As for Trump's GOP opponents, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis warns if Republicans pick Trump,
I think it's going to be a really nasty election. I don't think that puts Republicans in a good position to win.
Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley agrees.
Chaos follows him.
But she says attacking Trump isn't the way to win.
For those that want me to hit Trump more, I just am not going to do it.
Recent polls show Trump leading in Iowa by double digits, thanks to longtime supporters like Gary Loeffler, whose tractor is spotted outside many Trump rallies.
President Trump restored the American dream to every American.
Loeffler and these volunteers who spent the weekend making calls for Trump are part of a far more organized campaign than the last time he ran here.
What you're telling me is they're taking this a lot more seriously and studiously than they did back in 2016.
Well, they understand what a caucus is. County by county, precinct by precinct.
The goal is to bring at least 10 people with you.
Right.
So what does the bill mean?
When you get somebody to commit to caucus.
Now you're just rubbing it in. Now you're just rubbing it in.
These young workers are intense and they're competitive.
Overnight, Donald Trump said that he plans to attend a federal court hearing in Washington this week regarding his immunity or potential immunity in the election interference case. He's then also scheduled to go to New York for his civil fraud trial and the closing arguments there. As for President Biden today, he too will be on the campaign trail in Charleston, South Carolina, at the Mother Emanuel Church there in that city. Of course, the site of a 2015 mass shooting. The president plans to give another speech focused on his concerns about the future of American democracy, Anne Marie.
Ed, I'm really curious about how Iowa voters are feeling now. They're at the center of this campaigning universe. Last time we spoke, we talked about the millions of dollars being spent on these attack ads, these flyers, that they're just being inundated. Is there a concern that Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis, as they go after each other's throats to secure their second place status, will knock each other out and only bolster Donald Trump? What are some of the voters telling you?
There is some concern about that, but I think more than anything, you have to remember here in Iowa, they play politics, certainly in this early round, a little differently, and it becomes less about the ad war and more about what you're doing on the ground to go precinct by precinct to turn out actual voters. And so while we're witnessing an air war, and we will see a more direct face-to-face confrontation between DeSantis and Haley this week in debates and in dueling town hall meetings, those that have done the spade work of organizing precinct by precinct, county by county in this state, ultimately are the ones that do better. And the only two we've seen that are doing that in any real significant way are Trump and DeSantis. So at this late stage, even if you're Nikki Haley trying to peel off people, if you don't necessarily have organization down to that precinct level and the thousands of sites that will hold caucuses next Monday night, you may struggle to ultimately ensure that what's showing up in the polls actually transpires in the room in all of these tiny meetings across the country, or across the state.
Right. Yeah, this is going to be really an interesting one to watch for sure, Ed. Perhaps because we're talking about a caucus and not a primary, where people get into those rooms and they have these conversations. It's going to be fascinating. Ed, thank you very much.